This week's tip comes from Austin, Texas. Corbin writes in and asks us which is going to make him more accurate, a traditional mechanical release or a back tension release. And it makes no difference what release you use technically, because all releases are back tension releases. When you use a mechanical release, you want to get it set properly. You don't want to have to be having a whole lot of finger over your release. When you have it hooked onto your string, you just barely want to use the fingertip to do the action of the release. When you put it onto the string and you'll pull back, you'll see a lot of people just popping it. They'll want to snap it just like they do the trigger on a rifle. And when we help somebody, we try to get them to help them proper technique. If they're going to pop the trigger, then they need to do it in a way when they're all the way up against the wall of the bow. They have their hand here to the face, and then when they release, they come back here. When they're here, they shoot, and then they come back here, simulating a back tension release. Back tension is exactly what it implies. You pretend that you have a pencil in between your shoulder blades. When you're here, you want to flex your shoulders, your shoulder muscles, and that's what actually pulls the string. But on this particular type of release, everybody wants to shoot it like they do a rifle. So when you're here, in this position here, you got the bow here, and when you come back, your hand comes back nice and smooth here. So if you have the bow at draw like this, you squeeze your shoulder blades just like that. So you'll have your finger on the trigger, and then you'll squeeze. And you'll notice that I didn't jerk the trigger. I squeezed my shoulder blades together, and the back tension is actually what released it. That's on a conventional mechanical release. A conventional, a little bit more technological, true back tension release. It has a lever on it for safety. The little hook goes on the string. So when you pull the string back in this position, then you take your safety off. And while you have your safety off, it's the same procedure. You're here, you're pulling the bow back, you take the safety off, and then when you get far enough back, here, when you squeeze your shoulder blades enough, the release releases the string. Now these need to be set. They come with 3 different types of springs, some light, medium, and a heavy. So you'll have to get the string and adjust it to your pull weight. But these, you don't snap because this is just a safety. True back tension, you have to squeeze your shoulder blades together, and that tension is what releases the caliper. So which one is going to make you accurate? It depends on how you come to work with your release and how comfortable you are with it. If you use a conventional mechanical release, work it like a back tension release. Don't snap your hands like you're playing a guitar, plucking a string. You want to come back nice and smooth, you'll be just as accurate. I'm Dave Lenning. That's your archery tip of the week, and we'll have you pumping blood.